Om. 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 Om Sahana Vavatu Sahano Bhunaktu Saha Vidyam Karvavahai Tejasvinavadhitamastu ma Vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om त्वा गणपतिगं हवामहे कविं कवीनामुपमश्रवस्तमं ज्येष्ठराजं ब्रह्मणां ब्रह्मणस्पत आनश्रुतिभिः सीदसादनम् ॐ श्रीमहागणपतये नमः सरस्वत्यै नमो नित्यं भद्रकाले नमो नमः वेदान्त विद्यास्थानेभ्यः च गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णुः गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरुरेव परं ब्रह्म तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्परां श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पाद शङ्करम् समस्तजनकल्याणे निरतं करुणामयं नमामि चिन्मयं देवं सद्गुरुं ब्रह्मविद्वरं नारायणं पद्मभुवं वसिष्ठं शक्तिं च तत्पुत्रपराशरं च व्यासं शुकं गौडपादं महन्तं गोविन्दयोगीन्द्रमथास्य शिष्यं श्रीशङ्कराचार्यमथास्य पद्मपादं च हस्तामलकं च शिष्यं तं तोटकं वार्तिककारमन्यान् अस्मद्गुरून् सन्ततमानतोऽस्मि व्यासं वसिष्ठनप्तारं शक्तेः पौत्रमकल्मषं पराशरात्मजं वन्दे शुकतातं तपोनिधिं व्यासाय विष्णुरूपाय व्यासरूपाय विष्णवे नमो वै ब्रह्मनिधये वासिष्ठाय नमो नमः अचतुर्वदनो ब्रह्मा विबाहुरपरो हरिः अभाललोचनः शम्भुः भगवान् बादरायणः ॐ भद्रं कर्णेभिः शृणुयाम देवाः भद्रं पश्येमाक्षभिर्यजत्राः स्थिरैरङ्गैस्तुष्टुवागुंसस्तनूभिः व्यशेम देवहितं यदायुः स्वस्ति न इन्द्रो वृद्धश्रवाः स्वस्ति नः पूषा विश्ववेदाः स्वस्ति नस्तार्क्ष्यो अरिष्टनेमिः स्वस्ति नो बृहस्पतिर्ददातु ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः 19th श्लोक on page number 158. 19th and 20th both we will read. मायया भिद्यते ये तत् नान्यथाजं कथञ्चन तत्त्वतो भिद्यमाने हि मर्त्यताममृतं व्रजेत् मायया भिद्यते ये तत् न अन्यथाजं कथञ्चन तत्त्वतो भिद्यमाने हि मर्त्यताममृतं व्रजेत् अजातस्यैव भावस्य जातिमिच्छन्ति वादिनः अजातो ह्यमृतो भावः मर्त्यतां कथमेष्यति अजातस्यैव भावस्य जातिमिच्छन्ति वादिनः अजातो ह्यमृतो भावः मर्त्यतां कथमेष्यति मर्त्यतां कथमेष्यति. Okay, now the portion that we are in is called the Proudivad. Yesterday we saw that there are some proud schools of philosophy, mature schools of philosophies that are putting up their apatti, their questions. And the solutions of samadhan have been given. So apatti samadhan of the Prodhivad. So here, now yesterday in the 18th shlok, it started from the 17th. So we saw how Swasiddhanta, there are various philosophies that have established their own principles and they are very, very firm on their principles. But we, as Vedantis, we do not oppose any of those principles. It is not meant that we are accepting them. We are not accepting them. But what is happening is we are accepting them at the level from the absolute level. That means what? From the absolute level, there is only one Atma on which all these theories are superimposed. But philosophically, we do not accept them. So this is how, and we are learning from them. So they are all anugraha to us. Each and every philosophy is teaching us something. And that is why we say that Taihi ayamna viruddhyate. In 17 shlok, it was explained that though they are all different, but still we do not oppose them. So this was the 17th shlok. Then after that, the 18th shlok came, Advaitam Paramartho hi Dvaitam Tad Bheda Uchyate. This is an important shlok saying that Advaitam is the absolute and Dvait is the Bhed of that Advait only. Now, Bhed meaning was the Vivarth or the Vikar. If you remember, Tipanikar had said that here Bhed does not mean it is separate, but it is the Vivarth, superimposition, or it is an effect of that Advait only. And Tesham Ubhaitha Advaitam. And we also saw that from the absolute point of view and from the Vyavharik interactive point of view, they think that Dvaitam is their Paramartha, absolute. For them, the Dvaita is reality from the absolute point of view also and from the interactive level also, Vyavharik level also. But for us, for the interaction, we need this Dvaitam. For Upasana, we need this Dvaitam. But at the absolute level, for us, this Dvaita does not exist. This was the important point of 18th. I hope you have revised. These are small principles, but it helps us to reaffirm our convictions about our Sanatan Dharma, about our Upasana, why we do all these things. Because there may be sometimes a clash between the principles in our mind only. That because you are propagating or propounding the Advait, why are you telling me to do Upasana? Because Upasana will make the Dvait more concrete in my mind. But yesterday we saw how this is not so, because till I am a limited entity, I need some bigger entity, an infinite entity, to help me grow out of that finitude. And I need that power, and that is why I do Upasana. Yesterday we gave a lot of time on this Upasana portion. So I hope this Upasana portion is clear, because this Dvait only will make the steps easy for us to move forward towards the Advait. Otherwise, that is not very clear. So Upasana, so here at the level of from the level of absolute, we think that there is only non-dual self, that Advait is present. But for these Dvaitis or the non-duals, the dualists, they feel even at the interactive level and even at the Paramartha level, absolute level, the Dvait only exists. From examples, we can easily gauge that in the Sankhya there are two Sat, like Purush and Prakriti. In Nyaya philosophy, there are 9 Sat. All the 9 elements are Sat for them. So like that, so there are dualities. They are dual. Their Sat, from the absolute point of view also, is two. Drishta and Drishya in yoga. So like that, here also we are saying that from that absolute level, Ubhayatha Tesham Ubhayatha Dvaitam. Tesham means or those Dvaitinam in the 18th shlok, second line. Tesham Ubhayatha Dvaitam, for them at the Vyavhar also and at the Paramartha also. They both, from the both point of views, Dvait is Paramartha for them. Then Ayam na Virudhyate. But for us, what is happening? Advaita, for Advaita Darshan, only Advaita is there at the absolute level, while we accept at the Vyavharik level the Dvaita. Now, let us come to the 19th Shlok. Okay. Mayaya भिद्यते हि ये तत् न अन्यथा अजम कथंचन. Mayaya Bhidyavan, that has no birth, that is appearing as many. How is it this possible? This is possible by Maya. Mayaya. Vidyate hi etat na anyatha ajam kathanchana, because it is ajam. Ajam na anyatha ajam kathanchana. Not because it is ajam, therefore there is no other possibility that it can appear many without this Maya. So it is appearing, that who has no birth is appearing as many only due to Maya. Tattvata vidyamane hi martyatam amritam rajet. If you say that by essence, it has modification in that tattvataha. By essence, if you say vidyamane hi, it is modifying, like the other duality, the Dvaitis, they say that it is two, the Sat is two. For them, it is modifying. The Prakriti is modifying. So if you say that Tattvata it is modifying, by essence it is modified, then what is the nature of that unborn? He Marditam Amritam Rajet. That Amritam will become Martyatam. It will become dying or destroying, or it will it will become a mortal, because it is unborn by nature. That is why it cannot modify. Otherwise, what's the nature of unborn? If it modifies, it will become a mortal. Okay, so essential nature can't be left. Ahyam anupadeyam. That nature of anything that cannot be taken or that cannot be left. Okay. So Martitam Amritam Rajet. So if it is unborn, you are saying Amritam, then what will happen? It will become again in the realm of destruction or born or drishya. So it will again die. Let us come to the Bhashyam. Dvaitam Advaita Bheda, 158 page, second paragraph. Dvaitam Advaitam Bheda iti ukte, in the Shlok 18th. This you have to put it in inverted commas, quote unquote. Dvaitam Advaita Bheda. Dvaita Advaitam Bheda. Here it was written Dvaitam Tad Bheda in 18th Shlok. See the 18th Shlok? Dvaitam Tad Bheda Uchate. So here this is from the 18th Shlok. Iti Ukte. Dvaitam Api Advaitavat Paramartha Sat Iti. Dvaita is also like Advaita only. Then Syad Kasyachit Ashankayet Ah, someone had this doubt. So it is said that if what is happening? Dvaitam Advaita Bheda Ityukte. Dvaita is a vikar or a modification or an effect of the Advait. So said in Shlok number 18. Iti ukte, if you have said like this, then Dvait also is like Advait only. If somebody has this doubt, then for them it is said, Yat Paramartha Sat Advaitam Mayaya Bhidyate Advaita, which is Paramartha is appearing many by this Maya. He etat temirikan Temirika Anika Chandrabhat Rajju Sarpadharadibihi Bhedaihi Iva. Like there is a disease, Temiric dosh it is called. Like Temiric dosh, what happens? He sees many moons. He does not see one moon. He sees many moons at night. So, like that dosh, or like Sarparajju Dharadivi. After a long time, this phrase has come. Rajju Sarpadharadivi. So, like the snake and the rope, the Adivi dosh Bhedehi Iva. Like these are Vivarth. Bhed means here again Vivarth. Here Vivarth and Temirik means Vikar. Because there's only one. But we are saying there are many moons. So na parmatataha niravayatvatvad atmanaha. Atma is niravayava. It does not have any parts. So without any parts, so it is unreal. Na parmatata, not from that absolute point of view. Again, yat parmatha sat advaita maya vidyate advait, which is Paramartha, which is absolute in nature, is appearing many by what? Maya. By that Maya. This is clear. Then example has been given. Like what? Like if you close one eye and if you do like this, and then and you see, you can see many things. You will see many moons, you will see many trees, because, but there is only one. This is a Taimiric dosh. So you have to do and see, like in the childhood, we used to play these games. So this Taimiric dosh, without even doing like this person has this dosh in the eyes. He sees many moons. Taimiric dosh. So this is the effect. Vikar. And Vivarth is what? Rajju Sarpadharadhipat. He has to take it two examples. So these are what? Like these are not there Paramarthataha. Absolutely. And from the essential level, they are not there. But they are seen. Tatha na Paramarthata Niravayatvatvat. Because why? Because it is partless. Atma is without any part. So how can it be an effect or how can it show something? It cannot. So this is not possible, it is saying. Savayavam he avayavan yathatvena bhidyate. From part only. See, this also we have proved in some shlok. I don't remember the number. From the partless, part cannot come out. We have proved this. Partless only can come out. That means what? Nothing has come out. Purnamadav Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudach. So nothing has come out. If something is coming out, that is coming out from part only. If something is with part, only from that part, with part, some object with part can come out. So here again it has been said, they are now again repeating it, Savayavam hi avayavan yathatvena bhidyate. From part only part can come out. Okay. Yatha mrit ghatadi bhedaihi. Like from mud. Mud is with parts. Mrit ghatadi bhedai. It can come. I mean, many objects can come. Somebody can make lamps. Somebody can make pots. Somebody can make earthen plates. Many things can come out as per the requirement. So because mud is with pot, the things that have come out are also with parts. Sorry, mud is with parts, not pot. Mud is with parts, so the things that have come out also are with parts. Tasmat, therefore, niravayam ajam na anyatha kathanchana kenachidapi prakarena na bhidyate ityabhiprayah. Therefore, that which is niravayavatvam, that which is without part, and what ajam, that which is unborn. Na anyatha kathanchana. There is no other way. Kathanchana kenachitapi prakarena. In any way that it can appear as many, it can become many, but it is appearing. So it is appearing only through Maya. It cannot come out, or nothing can come out here. So it is what? Vivarta. Prakarena na bhidyate dhyati praya. It is all vivarta. This word is not new for you all. Vivarta means superimposed. So everything is superimposed. Where there is appearance, perceptibility without availability is mithya. That is not there, but it is appearing. So there must be some Shakti through which it is appearing, and it is called Maya. It is appearing so real. See, many things may be not true, but they may be having utility. So, anything has utility, that does not mean that it proves its reality. Be very, very careful on these points, because our mind reacts on these points that I am utilizing it. The pot may have utility, but it is not real, does not have reality. So this is the way. Okay. Tattvataha next. Tattvataha, page number 159, first line. Tattvataha bhidyamanehi amritam ajam advayam sabhavataha sat martyatam rajet. If you say it has modified the second line of the Moolam, 19th Shlok. If you say it has modified, Tattvata Vidyamanehi, Tattvata by essence it has modified, Ajam Advayam Sabhavata San Martyatam Rajet, then which is unborn, which you say always Ajam, Nirvikalpam, Siddhakashadeham, all those, what will happen to that? Many Shrutis are there that it is saying that it says that it is Amritam, Ajam, Ityadi, Ityadi. You will refute that also. So it will become what? It will become born, and it will die also. Whatever is manufactured has got an expiry date. Whatever is born will die. Whatever appears will again disappear. So these are the rules. It comes with set of rules. Whatever is there here in this world is seen comes with set of rules, and we have to accept that. So if we are saying that this, if tattvataha bhidyamanehi, if you are saying that it is a part or it is a vikar of that advait only, then swabhavataha, it is not its swabhav. It will modify that. Swabhav is what? That is not lost. Swabhav means what? Aheyam anupadeyam. Nature, its essence, it is not lost. It will always be there. So yatha agni shitatam, like you are talking, like agni will sometimes become sheet. It will become cold. That is not possible. So that is why here it is not possible that Agni becomes cool. Tacha anishtam sabhava vai parityagamanam. So it is not required as it is opposing its own nature. It's opposite to its own nature. So it is not possible that it will become many. Tattvata bhidyamanehi martyatam amritam rajet. This has been explaining. Sarva pramana virodhat. So there is no praman that anything changes or anything leaves its own nature. See, again, he is talking, he's taking Nyaya to prove here. I told you yesterday, we don't leave any of the philosophies. So he is saying here, praman virodhat. You have to have at least one example. There is no drishtant. You cannot give any praman. So praman virodhat, anything, you have you ever seen anything leave its own nature? Nothing leaves its own nature. The water will have always its nature. Yeah, it can take, like water, the nature of water is cool. It can take the nature of the fire by becoming hot. But when you keep it for a long time, longer period, again it will come back to its own state. So it's not leaving its own nature. Temporarily, it can take some other nature and it can appear like that. That is again Maya only. Ajam, Avyayam, Atma Tattvam, Mayaya eva bhidyate na parmarthatah. Again, he's repeating the same thing, that if it is appearing many, if you can see many, the duality is only vivarth, it is superimposed. Don't think that by essence it has changed or it has become many. Na parmarthatah, not in reality. In reality, only one is there. See, all our problems dissolve. All are coming and going, all the birth and death, everything dissolves in this. That there is no reality other than that one self only. And that, who is that? That is not somewhere else, that is me. It is talking about my own nature, that I am like that. I don't need anything in this world. And I'm not changing. The changing part is the worldly part. Worldly part is what? My body. It starts from my body, mind, intellect. Don't start from outside the body, mind, intellect. This is the mistake the seekers make generally, that they consider this body as mine. Outside this body, the world starts for them. This is a grave mistake, because then what will happen? Then you are keeping something, you're keeping your body intact. That is not a part of the world, and you're demolishing all the world, you're destroying the world, you're refuting the world, the existence of the world, and then you will feel, where will I go? He becomes mad then. So you have to start with the body, with the mind, with the intellect. That is also part of that body. If the world is getting destroyed, we can't keep our body intact. So let that body also go away, because that's also not real. It is also a part of that Maya only. So everything will get dissolved. Tasmat na parmartha sad dvaitam. So therefore that dvait is not real. It is vivarth only. It is superimposed only. Once again, please see the Mula. Mayaya vidyate hi etat. Na anyatha ajam kathanchana. By the Maya only, vidyate hi etat. Vidyate means all these effects or all these superimpositions are seen. Na anyatha ajam kathanchana. This ajam otherwise cannot be seen as many. Without that Maya, if you take out that Maya, then you cannot see the world as many. Tatvatah vidyamanehi. Now the Purva Paksh is asking, if I say that Tatvatah, this is changing or this, the things have come out, then what? Martyatam amritam rajet. Then that amritam will become martya. Simple. That amritam, that is non-modifying, that is immortal, that will become mortal. Okay. So now we go to the 20th shlok. See, 19th in this shlok, our attention should go on one thing, that someone said that Dvait is a quality of Advait only. So all that is born, we have to take our mind a little bit higher, a little bit in subtler realm, seeing that everything that is born has a cause. Everything, whatever is born in this world will have a cause. Now, that cause, how is that cause? That cause should be unmodified. That cause should not have a cause. But you take all the philosophies, all those philosophies are having two causes. All those philosophies, ultimate cause, ultimately, what is the cause of this whole world? Ultimately, in the Nyaya, they are having 9 elements. The Sankhya people have 2 elements. The yoga, drishta and drishya, again 2. So in this way, if cause is born, if the cause is born, then you have to go to some cause that is not born again. You have to go behind and try to find out. Ultimately, you have to come to a cause that is not changing. Otherwise, what will happen? Otherwise, you will go to, you will find that it is changing. The cause is changed because two cannot be there. The ultimate cause cannot be two. Why it cannot be two? If Aja means what? It is unborn. Aja means what? It is not in time. Okay, that means what? It is not Kal Parichinna. I'm going very slowly. That is not Kal Parichinna. If it is not Kal Parichinna, it should not be also Vastu Parichinna, limited by object. Anything that is Kal Parichinna will be Vastu Parichinna also because it will have a form. I don't know whether I'm able to explain this. Desh Parichinnata, Kal Parichinnata, and Vastu Parichinnata, they go together. If anything is in the realm of Kal, time, naturally that will be in space and that will have a form. So if it has a form, it has a special form, it is Vyavartak of the other forms. Means what? It is cutting the other forms. A thing that is round, an apple is round. So it is not square, it is not flat. So it is Vyavartak. So it is cutting, it is having a form. So it is Vastu Pariched. It is having a Vastu. It is limited by that object. An apple cannot be a banana cannot be a pear cannot be another jackfruit, mango. All are Vyavartak of each other. So if it is Ajam, our conclusion is if it is Ajam, it is Kala Parichinna. It is not Kala Parichinna. If it is not Kala Parichinnam, it is not Vastu Parichinnam. If it is not Vastu Parichinnam, it is not Desh Parichinnam. It is not limited by space, object, or time. It cannot be. Now, if like them, these people, they are saying that there are, let's take Sankhya, there are two. So if there are two, naturally, one is opposing the other, then what will happen? Kal Parichinnata is there. If Kal Parichinnata is there, then naturally Vastu Parichinnata will also be there and Desh Parichinnata will also be there. So we have to have one timeless entity that has to be there. There cannot be two. If there are two, then it is not timeless. It is in time. Okay. So this, if it is appearing to be many, it is all due to Maya. It is all due to Maya. Okay. Now again, another thing. Here everything is appearing due to Maya only. Okay. So beings are nothing, everything, whatever is seen is nothing but what? But vikar. Everything is an effect, vikar, modification. So they have, vikar means what? Vikar means it is modifying means it did not have pragabhav and it will not have, it will have, it is having pragabhav and it will have pradvansabhav. Means what? It was not there before it was created and it will not be there once it is destroyed. Okay. So everything that we are seeing is with pragabhav and with pradvansabhav. Either it will get destroyed or after destruction it won't be seen or it is on the path of destruction. And before birth or before manufacturing, creation, it was not there. That means it started. It came into a start. Some things appear for a long, long time. Long time. Like Earth, Prithvi. We call it Pravahi, Pravahi Nityam. That earth has a long time. When was it born? We don't know. Long, long time, millions and millions of years before. What about the sun? Same product. So, but it is for a long time. That does not mean that it does not have a Pragabhav and Pratvansabhav. For us, it is appearing, but that does not mean that it was there forever. No, it started. So all the drishya, whatever drishya is there, will have Pragabhav and will have Pratvansabhav. It is not without Pragabhav and Pratvansabhav. Second point. Now, all the drishya are what? All the drishya are with vikar. Vikar means what? Vikar means Purvavastha Tyag and Naveen Avastha Grahan. Okay, all the things here, even our sharir, our body also comes into that category. Purvavastha Tyag and Naveen Avastha Grahan. We have left our Purvavastha and we have taken our Naveen Avastha continuously. Our body that was in our mother's womb has gone. We became a child, that we left, we became an adult, that we left, and now we are here. So in this way, that is also continuing. Now tell me, Pragabhav, this one, Purvavastha, Tyag, isn't it the same as Pratvansabhav? Isn't it same? Because it has already gone. So if I'm Purvavastha, Tyag, if I'm doing, that is equal to Pratvansabhav only. And Naveen Avastha Grahan. Naveen Avastha Grahan means what? That is again Pragabhav only. Is it clear? Is this clear? When a thing is modifying, it is changing. So any change, we say that it is having Naveen Avastha Grahan, Purvavastha Tyag and Naveen Avastha Grahan. It is leaving its prior form and taking a new form. Simple. So when it is leaving its earlier form, it is leaving something. So that Pradvansha Bhav is there. Now it won't attain that previous form anytime in this birth. I will never get my childhood body, whatever I may do. So that has absolute Pradvansha Bhav. Again, if I talk about Naveen Avastha Grahan, if I am taking a new form, the child became an adult. Now that had Pragabhav. Earlier it was not there. He has taken again a new shape, a new form. So Pragabhav again he has taken. That means what? Here also Naveen Avastha Tyag and this one Purvavastha Tyag and Naveen Avastha Grahan. These two things are also related with Pragabhav and Pratvansabhav. So modification is associated with everything that is seen, every drishya, moon, sun, earth, planets, the whole cosmos, our body, everything, or every being in this world, even the trees, even there are animals who live for 500 years, but still they are modifying. So modification means what? Death and birth simultaneously are following. Pragabhav and Pradvansabhav are continuously there. So it is not different that Vikar and Pragabhav, Pradvansabhav, it is not different. Vikar means Purvavastha Tyag, Naveen Avastha Grahan. I told you, Pradvansabhav and Pragabhav are there also. So Vikar is also meaning destruction only. It is going towards destruction only. So that is why here we do not see. That is why that does not mean that it is not there. For some things seem to be for a longer time, like the sansar, like this earth, like the sun. But it is also with this pragabhav and pradvansabhav. Hmm. So when I say this about when I talk about the Panchabhut also, even the Panchabhut, they are also changing. From where have they come? They have come from that Maya only, Trigunatmika Maya. It is also with the Gun only. There is still perception of manyness in the Trigun. Something is changing. So there also we have to come to a cause that is not changing. There has to be a cause that is not changing. And we are going to that cause only. So here, this is the meaning of Mayaya Bhityate hi etat. Mayaya, if I am seeing manyness, this is due to that Maya only. Because if Asat was the substratum, then everything will appear as non-true. Everything will appear as Asat, not there. Everything appears as Sat right now because the essence is Sat. Hai. We say na hai. This thing is there. Isness, what we call in English. So everything is suffixed by isness. This is due to that existence principle that is following in all. If the essence was asat, then everything would be followed by isn't there. This is absent. Okay, so Dvait also should have the support of that Advait only, otherwise it won't be existing at all. Okay, so this was our 19th shlok. In Akash also see Pragabhav, Pradvamsa Bhav. In Akash, the Pragabhav and Pradvamsa Bhav are not hmm, Anuman Siddh because we are not able to see space. It is Shastra Siddh because Shastra has said. We are not able to perceive space, na? And that is why it is not Anuman Siddh. You cannot prove by logic or you cannot prove by Anuman. But it is Shastra Siddh. It is partless, it cannot be modified. And that is why, because it is not Anuman Siddh, that is why Charvak say there are only four elements. They do not consider this space as an element at all. Okay, but there are so many Shrutis in Kaivalya Upanishad, Mundak, Tetri, etc. Shruti is the Praman that it has come and it will go. In Pralay, everything goes away. Tasmat by Tasmat, and etc. Many places you will find these Shrutis proving that. So Sankhya uses this Pravahi Nitya for Prakriti. Sankhya uses this Pravahi Nitya. But if it is Pravahi Nitya, it is changing, and once it is changing, anything with Vikar, they say that part of that Prakriti modifies to give bhog to that Purush. If it is with Vikar naturally, what is happening? It is changing. And changing means what? Purvavastha Tyag and Navinavastha Grahan. So Purvavastha Tyag means again Pradvansa Bhav. Navinavastha Grahan means Raga Bhav. Just now we proved. So it is very important they forget that as it is associated with Praga Bhav and Pradvansa Bhav also. It cannot be the same if it's something is modifying. So we need, it is due, everything here, whatever is appearing is due to that Sat only. That again and again we have to consider that. Don't forget this. Okay? So now let us come to 20th we have read Ajata Seva. This is very simple. Small bhashyam is this. अजातस्य एव भावस्य जातिम् इच्छन्ति वादिनः. अजातस्य एव भावस्य जातिम् इच्छन्ति. Jatim means it is born. Icchanti vadina. Vadina means some Dvaitavadin. The Dvaitis, the dualists. They say that ajatasya eva bhavasya. They want to prove the birth of that unborn. They want to prove the birth of that unborn. As if it is born. They want to show who? The Dvaitvadina, that my Bhagwan is born. Hmm. Or thus the world has come. He has created the world. Ishwar Jeev Jagat Bhed has been created. So who say these some vadinaha? Ajataha hi amruto bhava martitam kathameshyati. That unborn immortal, ajataha hi amritaha bhava, which is unborn and which is immortal. How can that attain mortality? This is a question. How can it bhavo martitam kathameshyati? How can it attain mortality? Kathameshyati, ishyati, ish. That there, but in gatau dhatu, one dhatu is there in. That meaning of that is gatau gati. It tells about the gati. Okay, let us come to the bhashya. ते तु पुनः केचित् उपनिषद् व्याख्यातारः ब्रह्मवादिनः वावदूकाः अजातस्य एव आत्मतत्त्वस्य अमृतस्य स्वभावतः जातिम् उत्पत्तिमिच्छन्ति परमार्थतः एव. There you have to put a full stop after एव. ते तु पुनः, some of them, some of these vadins, some of these dualists, they say केचित् उपनिषद् व्याख्यातारः, who describe the Upanishad, who have that means what? They have the knowledge of that Upanishad also. And Brahmavadinaha, the expounders of that Brahma or the expounders of that Shruti. Here it does not mean a Jnani. Okay, Brahmavadin here does not mean a Jnani, but the expounders of that Shruti who talk on Brahma. Vavadukaha. Vavadukaha is a abuse in Sanskrit if you want to learn. It means Vachal, who speaks a lot. Vachal. It is an abuse in English. Sanskrit abuses. That also appears good. Vavadukaha. You can call somebody Vavaduka. Vavaduka. Ajatasya eva atma tattvasya amritasya swabhavatah. Of that unborn atma. Atma tattvasya amritasya, that is immortal. Swabhavatah, naturally, essentially it is immortal. Jatim utpatti ichanti. They want that this Burma should be born, or they portray it as if it is born. To prove that Paramarthata eva, and they want to prove it that really it is born. Paramarthata eva, it is really born, not by Maya. If it was by Maya, we also say like that avatar happens through Maya only. Chidanandamay Deha Tumhari, Bhagwan takes a body. Bhagwan, and he is not shy of taking an animal body, a plant body, a jad body, or a human body. He can take any body because everything is he only. Tesham jate cha etad eva martyatam eshyatyavyam. Then what will happen? Tesham jate. Tesham means what? Vavaduka nam. This Vavadukaha, the total complete, very vachal people. Tesham jate. What will happen? Cha, if it is born, cha tat eva martyatam, then it will go to death also. If it is born, naturally everything that is born will have death. Everything that is manufactured will destroy also. So it will go to death also. Avashyam, there is no doubt about it. Anything that is born will modify. Then nityata of that Bhagwan or the nityata of that Ajam will go away. And you will reach where? You will reach to Bodha, Shunya. There's nothing. So that is why it is not possible. Sacha ajata hi amruto bhava swabhavatah. That which is ajata, that which is of amrita bhava swabhavatah, naturally. That which is naturally, that has the essence of Amrita and Ajata, Ajam and Amritam. Sat, Atma, Katham Martitam Eshiti. How can it be mortal? This is an Akshep. Akshep. There he is talking about. And how is it possible that it can become a martya or it can become a mortal? Na kathanchana martyatvam sabhava vai parityam eshyati ityartha. In no way it is possible that it attains death. Anything can't change its swabhav. Anything can't leave its swabhav. So it is not possible that it has some birth or it has some vikar. It is changing. It is not possible. Not possible at all. So here we complete this 20th shlok also. Now let us come to the 21st and 22nd. We will read together on page number 160. न भवत्यमृतं मर्त्यं न मर्त्यम् अमृतं तथा प्रकृतेरन्यथा भावः न कथञ्चित् भविष्यति न भवत्यमृतं मर्त्यं न मर्त्यम् अमृतं तथा प्रकृतेरन्यथा भावः न कथञ्चित् भविष्यति स्वभावेनामृतो यस्य भावो गच्छति मर्त्यताम् कृतकेनामृतस्तस्य कथं स्थास्यति निश्चलः स्वभावेनामृतो यस्य भावो गच्छति मर्त्यताम् कृतकेनामृतस्तस्य कथं स्थास्यति निश्चलः कथं स्थास्यति निश्चलः. Now it is saying in 21st shlok, na bhavati amritam martyam. What is dying cannot become immortal, and na martyam amritam tatha. What is immortal that cannot die or that cannot become dying or destroying. Prakriti annitha bhava na kathachit bhavishyati. What is its essential nature? It cannot oppose that essential nature. Fire is hot, it cannot become cold. Water is cold, it cannot become hot. I mean, its nature. So, what's one's nature of a thing that cannot change? That is what is being said here. So, what is dying? What is with the nature of destruction cannot become immortal, and what is immortal cannot be with destruction. Okay, let us see the 21st version. This is also very small. Yasmat na bhavati amritam matyam loke na api matyam amritam tatha. Very simple. The same thing has been reiterated. Whatever is with changing nature or dying, that cannot become immortal, and immortal cannot be with destruction. Tata prakriti, from that prakriti, swabhavasya anyatha bhavaha. Swabhavasya anyatha bhava means from his swabhav, some other swabhav. Swatah prachutir na kathachit bhavishyati. By itself, it won't divert from its own nature. It won't divert from its own nature. Whatever is its own nature, that will always reflect wherever he is. Now, please come to the third tippani below. The first line only, third tippani. So, it is explaining the word swataha. Swataha means what? Mani, mantradi, prayogajanya, shaityadi, apa, apakartumuktam, swatah iti. Because of some upadhi, of some mantra or some mani, Agni can be cold. Like if you have heard that in Mariamman temple, I don't know whether here it happens or not. I haven't heard about this in Guwahati. But in Devi temples, they have a fire walk. They walk on the fire and nothing happens. But for that, they prepare. For 1 month, they are having austerities. They have been given some mantra to chant. They sleep on the ground. They fast. So after they um, perform everything, they follow the rules. Then what happens? The fire becomes cold. It does not happen. So with some money, somebody is putting on some money. It may happen. Some mantra. It may happen. This is what Tikakar is saying. Tippanikar is saying. That the nature can change, like the fire became cold for Hanumanji, for Sitaji. Fire became cold. It did not hurt them. For Prahladji, became cold. So he is giving us exceptions. So the exceptions prove the rule. So every time you can't have some saying that no, this changes. So swataha prachutir na kathanchit bhavishyati. By itself, it won't change. So that is why Tikakar is pointing out to if there is any money or mantra or something, it can change, but not by itself. Agner iva oshnasya, like the heat cannot become free of the fire, or fire cannot become free of the heat. It does not change. So this was our 21st shlok. Then we come to the 22nd shlok. Swabhavena, swabhavena amrito yasya bhavah gachati madhyata. In whose view that immortal self becomes mortal. Swabhavena amrito yasya. Yasya means vadinaha. All these people, dualists or whoever say vicharakasya bhavaha gachati madhyata, in whose view that immortal self becomes mortal. Kritakena amritastasya katham sasati nischala. Now the kritakena means the name of the self, which is modifying. It is the name of the self that has been given, the self that is modifying. Katham sthasati nischala, when it has modified, when it has undergone modification, how can it be same? Katham sthasati nischala. It is now not nischal. It has changed, it has modified. Then once it is modified, you cannot get it back. You can't say, the milk has curdled. Now how will I make tea? Now again, I will have a procedure to make that curd into that milk again. It's not possible. So if you're talking about that self that has already changed, now you cannot get back that Atma again, that immortal self again, because it has already changed now. This is what is being said here. So yasya punarvadinah, come to the Bhashyam 160 page last line. यस्य पुनर्वादिनः स्वभावेन अमृतो भावः मर्त्यतां गच्छति. Gachati means parmatha jayate. Gachati is equal to parmatha jayate, comma. You have to put a comma there. Means what? Yasya punarvadina, of these opinionated people, these people who have their own opinions that the self is changing or the self becomes mortal, it is changing, it is with modification. So bhavena amritaha. So bhane without any modifications. That's swabhavena. Its nature is of amrit. Hmm. Bhavaha martyatam gachati. It is undergoing martyatam. It is undergoing modification. If you say like that. Huh. Then parmartha jayate. Really it is born. It is really born, comma. Tasya prag utpattehe sabhava subhavamrito iti pratigya mrisha eva. Now you have to put in inverted commas this much. Prag utpattehe sabhava swabhavata amrita iti. Before iti, you put inverted commas closed. Prag utpattehe sabhava sabhavato amrita. Before creation, that self was immortal. Prag utpattehe. Before that self was born, that means they're making it born. So before it was born, it was immortal, unmodifying, and after it is born, it has changed. If you say pratigya mrisha, this is not right. That before creation self was immortal and then afterwards it has changed. This opinion of yours is mrisha eva. This is not right. So tasya here means tasya prag, tasya means vadinaha. Or those who speak like that, or those who have their opinion like that. Mrisha pratigya mrisha eva. That is not right. Katham tarhi kritakena amritasya sabhava kritakena amritah, full stop. There you have to put a full stop. Katham tarhi. Why is this false? Why is this false? Kritakena. It is because it is made up of amrit. It is immortal. So it is kritakena amritasya sabhava kritakena amrita. Now he is describing the word kritakena. So that is of modifying Amrit. Yourself has become modifying Amrit. So immortality being made, you're making that immortality. How is it possible that you're making that immortality? Sir, katham sthasisi nishchalaha. So kritakena amritaha, how it will be stable if it is changing? It is not possible. Katham sthasyati nishchalaha. It cannot be stable. It will change. Nishchalaha. How can Atma remain in its own nature when it is modified? अमृत स्वभावतया न कथंचित् स्थास्यति आत्मजातिवादिनः सर्वदा अजम नाम न अस्ति एव कॉमा you have to put comma after न अस्ति एव सर्वम एतत् मर्त्यम for atmajatiwadi all the ajati will become satyam. Whatever is ajati, whatever is unborn, whatever is born, that all will become satyam only. Sarvam etat martyam. Everything will become satya then for them. Because for them, that self is modifying, that self is taking birth. So everything will become like that. Ataha nirmoksha prasanga iti abhiprayah. So there will be, sorry, ataha anirmoksha prasanga iti abhiprayah. There will be anirmoksha prasanga. We know moksha there. Because everybody is in a plane, in a journey where everybody is modifying and everybody is going ahead. So there will be no moksha then. Anirmoksha prasang. No moksha prasang. Because everybody is modifying Satya. How is it possible? This is not possible at all. So please come to this shlok again. Swabhave namrito yasya. Yasya means vadinaha. Bhavo gachati martitam. If I say that amritaha by its own swabhavena, that amritaha, bhavo gachati means it is going to some bhav. It is continuously changing. Gachati martitam, and it has become martitam. It has become mortal. कृतकेन अमृतस्य तस्य अमृतस्य कथम साsis nishala. Now this kritakena means what? That changing self. Name, it is given name of that changing self. Kritakena amritastasya katham sasis nishala. Then how will it remain stable? It will continuously change. It can't be the same. It will change. Okay. So from here, from the 23rd, I think today time is over. We will see tomorrow. Okay. The Purva Paksha is coming. Then we'll see. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Shri Guru Namaha. Hari Om.